Hey, what's up guys, welcome to the video, and today we're going to be talking about new vision Aerith. New Aerith, not the old one getting new vision. It's a new Aerith in the banner pool. A lot of people are confused about that. And Rufus Shinra. We're gonna get into that too. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and just talk about those two and maybe make a separate video for OG Cloud, because you got a huge face shift. I just don't have time to make, you know, a spot about him. So maybe if you guys want to see my opinion on the new, like the old Cloud, you know, the first one getting new vision, I'll make a video on that too if you want me to do that. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do old OG Cloud new vision form review. Anyways, whoops, a little bit of entertainment there. So, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try to review this guy as seriously as possible, but I mean, looking over his kit is just like, makes you just want to click the X button on the page of his kit. It's like, okay, so he has Thunder Imbue. He has some weird finishing capability, I think. His Zone Burst is decent if you want to use that as a finisher, I guess. Has 150% true to wield, has Thunder Imbue, and nothing else. Nothing else, really. Like, literally nothing else does anything useful at all. He doesn't even have an 8 dual cast. He doesn't even have an 8 triple cast or anything like that in the first start of battle or anything like that. At least, I don't think so. He has like a bunch of passes that unlocks. Like he gets like 200% attack and a bunch of like passives and things on the first turn with his Trust Master reward, which is fine. But no dual cast or even triple cast. And his strongest break, which is 80% only lasts for 1 turn. Full break only lasts for 1 turn, guys. That's just embarrassing. This guy is literally only here so you don't get Aerith. I guess that's not really true anymore, since it won't matter. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, he's just really bad, and his STMR is just really bad too. There's not many people that are using guns right now, so his STMR just doesn't seem too useful. He had almost all of his kit is just filler. Like, he has 65% breaks that are available, but only for 1 stat. Like, it's just like, why even bother? He's so bad. I can't think of any good positives for him. I'm sorry guys for being overly negative. I can't think of anything good for this guy at all. I can't. He has AMOE frames, I think. And mostly everybody right now is Stardust Ray, so he also has not many people to chain with. You're better off just having, like, if you have Riku, you're better off just using her than this guy, because she has AoE Thunder Imbue and AoE Mirage and stuff like that. He has AoE Mirage, but it's just not very good. It's just not very good, guys. I can't think of anything that good for him. Honestly, the only thing I can say is that he's just a filler unit that's just there. When you're pulling for Aerith, you're gonna get a bunch of this guy, I'm sure. So I just can't think of anything good for him at all. I'm sorry. My rating, Dark Visions, F. Why bother? And for normal meta, F. Because why bother? Unless you really like the unit, and I'm sorry if you're a fan of this unit. I just don't think I don't think they cared. They don't care about anything on new vision units now, guys. It was kind of apparent with the last banner with Renora having like a very bare bones kit, and now it's very obvious that they only care about Neo Vision units because of this kit is lackluster. Like, a free unit is better than this guy. I think Reno is better than this guy. Reno is a much better breaker, and he's a free unit. It's a joke, dude. It's a joke. Anyways, moving on. What everybody wants to see. This is the new Aerith from the remake, so don't get confused. Don't say, hey, can I put all my old Aeriths into this new one? No, you cannot. Please. I get so many. You guys think this is like a meme I'm saying right now, but a lot of people are saying this kind of stuff. So no, it's a new Aerith that you pull in banner. This is not a new thing, guys. Like, for example, when OG Tidus was available, and eventually there was a CG version. Were you able to make all of your old ones into the CG version? No, you are not able to do that. It's not a new concept, guys. It's not a new concept. Anyways, onwards. So she has 45 magical mitigation on demand, just an ability, which is pretty nice. And if in the future when Cecil is no longer a thing, I guess, because normally Cecil is fine to use for that, I think. So it is what it is for that. She has healing and delayed healing, so her healing is obviously not nearly as strong, but the delay healing is much stronger, so it's pretty nice. She has re-raise on basically 2 targets, but only the one target is already chosen for you is herself and ally. The one thing I don't like is only 30%. Why is it 30% as a Neovision unit? I don't understand that. And she has 45% physical mitigation, which is a lot more useful and not as easy to obtain in a strong form for that situation. So 45% physical mitigation on a cooldown. She is the strongest mage in her brave shifted form, but she only has light as chaining, and she has non-elemental chaining, but we're not gonna really go on that. So she does have 3 elements that she can finish with, or even 4. I think she has 4, maybe 3 or 4. She has 3 or 4 finishing elemental capabilities, and I know one of them is light. And her limp burst is decent, I guess. Her brave shifted form limp burst probably should just ignore completely. But the other limp burst is decent. It has a bunch of auto casting things, which are okay, like curing breaks and stuff. But speaking of curing breaks, she actually has no preventive abilities at all. I think global healers are kind of spoiling us in general what a healer should be like, and Serena and stuff like that, because lately they just don't really care for putting prevent status ailments or prevent breaks on healers. They just really want to cure them instead. Well, if your whole team is dead or something like that, what are you gonna do? So in fact, I don't even know if she has AB raise. I'm actually gonna need to find that out. Okay, she has AB raise at least. She has that. But most times when your whole team is dead, you're probably not going to come back, especially in newer trials. For older trials, you're able to get away with that, I think. But for new trials, probably not. But if 2 people on your team are dead, I mean, at least you can do something like that. And she has no AB re-raise besides her Magnus ability. Her Magnus ability basically is Serena's cooldown, where it just basically resets your whole team. I don't understand why it's on a Magnus ability when Serena had that on a cooldown. And her healing with chaining is the non-elemental skill, like we mentioned. It's non-elemental, but it's healing kind of like how Ashe does with healing. So it's kind of like that. And no spirit TDH. I don't understand why. She's a healer. Now you have to basically build her brave shift form just as magic only, and maybe she'll have some spirit on the side. That'll make her tanky, but she is really tanky in terms of being a healer and mage. But I don't know about this, guys. Right now, maybe later on I'll warm up to her, but right now I'm kind of just like, I hate that she has no preventive measures, and I like healers that have preventive measures like Serena and stuff like that. I know Calmia, I don't like Calmia does, but I don't know about this, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Aerith in the comment section down below. I try my best to be as optimistic as possible when looking at her kit. You can support chain, but it's like really specific because she really only can support chain with Kuja pretty much. And you do non-elemental, but it might break the chain, which I've started realizing. Like if you have 2 DPS and you're trying to chain with her too, I think it might just break the chain, which I've done before many times, and it might just like make your damage even less. So maybe I'm wrong with that, maybe someone can correct that, but in Dark Visions, usually if I do 3 chains, it doesn't end up very well most of the time, unless I am perfect, and that doesn't happen all the time. I'm not a perfect being. So we're going way off track. So she can support chain if you only have one. For example, maybe she can be your other chainer for Kuja, but she doesn't follow the same rotation as him. So there'll be some turns where you're not even dealing any damage. It'll be kind of awkward because you kind of want her to heal too. So it's a weird situation to be in, but it is what it is. And finally, my rating for normal, I think it really depends on if you have Kuja on your team or not. Because as a healer, she's obviously not better than Serena or Almia. Really, I don't think that she's more like a side grade. Really, Serena has a lot of things that she doesn't have, and she has a lot of things that Serena doesn't have, and things like that. But I don't know. I think she's kind of more like a side grade than an upgrade. I think just a B plus. Yeah, maybe an A plus if you have Kuja on your team. Like her usefulness goes up a lot when you have Kuja on your team. Really, because no other mage. I don't think any other mage is changing for light that are relevant at this point right now, and can quad cast, because she does have quad cast in her magic form. But I guess that was something I should have said too. Otherwise, for dark visions, I guess you could also argue A plus if you're using her for light chaining, but you wouldn't really bring her to heal. You don't really need healing in dark visions at all, really. So she'd be a really good partner for Kuja, actually. Like a really good partner for Kuja, now that I realize it. She's like really good for light chaining, so A plus in dark visions if you have Kuja and you're using light chaining. That's the only reason why you bring her, because that's all she has. You don't even worry about her non-elemental skills. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section overall. And again, let me know if you want me to review OG Cloud Neovision form, or if you just don't care. That's fine too. Let me know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, type in hashtag red dress. Hashtag red dress will be the keyword for the ending of this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.